Hey fellow crime fighters, welcome to another draft. I forgot to mention last one that I've started doing 4-3-2-2s, even though they are the worst to do apparently because of how they pay out. And this time I am actually going to have the drafting process in it, so I do not like Undead Alchemist. In fact, I don't really like blue in this set. I know that the archetype for like the self-milling is pretty good, but I'm just not a really big fan of it. I don't know why. I've tried it a couple times and it just never really clicked for me. So for this pack for me, I really like Unburial Rites. The card's really good. Skirk's Egg Cultist is of course amazing, and it also puts me into red, which is my favorite color in this set, but I think I'm going to try the Unburial Rites, just see where it goes from here. Fiend Hunter, oh, that's good, especially with the Unburial Rites, because of the puts me in black-white, which is not the best, but can be fun. I do not like Creepy Doll at all. The kind of my philosophy behind any card, and I think, I don't know if I heard this from somebody, or I probably heard it from somebody, but that if you leave the game to chance, you're going to lose 50% of the time, so don't do that. And of course the Noble is pretty amazing, but well, I don't know. It's a tough call. I think I like the removal a little bit better. Just try and get some early removal here, and of course Deadweight. But doesn't look like it. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in this pack, really. That's what it comes down to. What's going to table is probably the Ashmouth Hound, or the Pitchburn Devils, or probably not the Sentry. Definitely not this guy, definitely not this guy, definitely not this guy, or this guy, or this guy. So there's like 5 really good picks. Spider is pretty mediocre. But yeah, I'm going to just stick to the Fiend Hunter here. Cloistered Youth is pretty medium, and by medium I mean bad. It just, I don't know, he just seems to lose you a lot of games with losing 1 life. On the transform. But then again, what else is there? I could go for this Sharpened Pitchfork, which is not fantastic, but at least it's something. Manor Skeleton's crap. I actually really like this card, Urgent Exorcism. It is an amazing sideboard card, so. But it'll easily table out of here. Nobody likes this card but me, so. There's so many times where it's just like, their Dearly Departed or something like that comes out and you just lose the game, so you just board this guy in here, and it deals with most of their enchantments and their big dudes, and a lot of the white flyers or spirits as well. But I am actually, I think, looking at this pack, I think I'm just going to go with the dude, the Cloistered Youth, and we'll see if he makes the cut. Silver Inlaid Dagger is a house. The card is real good. So starting to look towards humans here. Got 2 plus the Unburial Rites, so this could actually shape out really well. Village Ironsmith. This card is really a last pick, but for some reason it just seems to go really good with this card, Fear of the Bitten. If you get yourself a Ironsmith with the Fear of the Bitten, it just turns him into a 3/3 first strike, and then he flips, and then all of a sudden he's this, a 5/3 first strike, which is pretty cool. Okay, so back to this pack. There is absolutely nothing in here. I will probably never put this card in a deck, just on principle, because it's retarded. It's like Siege Mastodon. It's just so bad. Oh man, but then the other choice, of course, is Walking Corpse, which is, I guess, better. I don't know, it's a grizzly bear. Who cares? Alright, let's do it. Just throw it in there. Oh, I wish I was in green. I like this card a lot. Alright, so Night Terrors, Spare from Evil. Yeah, it's just not that good. Yeah, I think Night Terrors is the best here, by far. Especially for what I'm trying to do, just try and overwhelm the board, I guess. Hopefully I'll open something really cool in my next couple packs, like a good rare for me. I need to open like a I guess Dearly Departed would be okay, or any of the big stupid white flyers. That would be fine. So nothing here. This card is just horrible in every which way. The 1 toughness on him just makes him like unplayable. He had 2 toughness. Maybe if he was a 4/2, I could see that, but he just literally just dies all the time. So the other choice here to try to get is to take the travel preparations and maybe splash green, or maybe move into green, because my black card, like the one card I want to play in here, is Unburial Rites. So maybe I will just try travel preparations. The card's just so good. Alright, well, Lumbernaut's okay. He's not the best, but he's okay. Hamlet Captain might shape up if I can get some more humans. Maybe I'll try and move out of black here and just totally toss my first pick here. Or maybe I could just splash black. It's not unreasonable. Spider's okay. Hamlet Captain's decent. Lumbernaut. I think I'm going to go for the Lumbernaut here. I really haven't played him very much. I played him a few times, and every time I play him, I'm glad I did. So nothing is good in this pack at all. I mean, this is good for the Mill Yourself deck, but again, like I said, I just don't play that deck because it's just so clunky, you know? It's just like not a reliable, like the synergy is just not good enough, I think, for it to be like a decent enough deck. It's like you don't draw the cards you need, you lose, you know? Whereas if you like build some kind of mess like I'm trying to build here, maybe you can sneak more wins in. I don't know. Okay, so I got a Sentry and a Cathar. So look at that creepy doll even tabled. Probably just gonna go for the Sentry. He's pretty cool. I like things that flip. Okay, these cards are huge. So it's between Urgent Exorcism and One-Eyed Scarecrow here. I think the One-Eyed Scarecrow is probably going to be better just because I don't have any flyers yet. He's a good sideboard card. And both of them are for sideboard, so I mean, I'm not planning on sticking Urgent in main deck. Hey look, I can even get 2. But here's something for humans. Okay, I'll do that then. Oh, I already have 2 One-Eyed Scarecrows. I don't remember that happening. Foil Plains, of course. And I'll make somebody take the Führer. Like I said, like I like Führer, but you really have to plan for it, you know. And it's such a last pick card that you can really kind of pick them up if you do it right. Okay, what do we got going on here? Lots of amazing cards for me. That's what we've got going on here. Okay, so first, this guy's really good. 3/2 first strike. That's all you need to read. Who cares about this other ability, you know? But I mean, it definitely is relevant in black. Sometimes you just need the extra life. Another Fiend Hunter. I think that's just gonna be the card I pick. And then we have another travel prep. This guy, the Avicen's Pilgrim Chapelgeist. Yeah, so there is definitely something that's going to table in here for me. So just want to pick up the best thing. And I don't know, should I get a little more aggressive with the Ghoul, or be still a little more defensive with the Fiend Hunter? You know, you never can have too much removal. So wow, kind of wish I got that Undead Alchemist now, right? Oh wait, no, this thing is unplayable. That's right, I remember now. This one time I tried to play this card, and yeah, so that didn't work out, and I definitely went and lost that draft. It was pretty amazing. Bonds of Faith. As you can see, I selected the Gallows Warden just because he's good. He's not, I mean, he's not the best. He's 5 mana, but and here I think it's actually between the Voiceless Spirit and the Bonds of Faith. Probably gonna pick up the Bonds of Faith. This is definitely a card that I don't think I've seen in like 6 or 7 drafts. I'm not even kidding. Card just kind of gets snapped up. Oh man, Galvanic Juggernaut, huh? And then again, there is an Army of the Damned. Wow. Well, okay, here's the problem. I could take the good card, or the card that's not good that could win me the game. I suppose he can win the game too. I mean, I'm really eyeing this Army of the Damned right now. Nah, you know, my black's just so weak, there's no point. Well, I'm just not going to be able to do it, so... I'd like to get the Doom Traveler, but this Juggernaut's definitely a pain in the butt for everybody, so I'm just going to take him. Mona the Unhallowed, wow. Card is just so good. So very good. Hey, look at Spider spawning. So somebody is not building that deck within 4 people of me, I guess. So there's literally nothing in this pack for me. Okay. And I guess, like, man, I'm kind of going mono white here, almost. I mean, I've only got 2 green cards and 1 black card, and it's pretty silly. Then again, I don't really have that many good cards at all, so I need to start grabbing something to beat. So, I guess it's between, I gotta really decide here, the Kindercatch, Mona the Unhallowed. I like the idea of the Kindercatch more. I just don't, I think going for the Travel Prep is probably a better idea. Can I take 2 cards out of the pack? It's like, I want this card and this card together, but I don't want this card unless I have this card, so I'm not going to be taking this one. Another Doom Traveler, Elder Cathar, all pretty decent cards. Is this my pack I opened? No, it's not. Yeah, definitely the Mausoleum card though, right there. Hey, Smite the Monsters. That's good. Good removal card. Nothing else really in this pack. I would take him if I had to. Like if somebody was like, you can take a Swamp or the Sleuth, I probably would take the Swamp. It just never works out. So with the amount of white that I'm leaning on here, probably not going to end up playing the Kindercatch. Probably just for mana fixing purposes. So I could go for the Spectral Rider. Too bad he's not a human. I guess that would be way too good. The Intimidate is going to be sweet. I'm thinking about the Traveler's Amulet and also kind of burping, but I was trying to hide it. Let's see. Is it better than Cloistered Youth? Yes, definitely. Okay. I guess Bramble Crush was also a choice there, but I don't think I've ever played that card, so... Yeah, look, there's Mulch. So the Mulch Spider spawning deck looks like I could have built it. It's a cute deck, but I don't know. I just think it's sometimes a little too cute. Actually, I kind of want to take the Mulch here, to be honest. Yeah, why not? Let's grab the Mulch. Oh, look at that, another Travel Prep. We're going to win this one. Maybe. Okay, so 0 good cards here, so we'll take the best card. This card's annoying. This card would be decent. So either one of these. I think I would least like to play against the Rat. Hey look, got my Elder Cathar. Okay. Silver Chase Fox it is. The Giant. Oblivion. So, this is kind of what I'm shaping up right now. Not looking too bad. Need a little more meat, a couple more creatures, I think. I don't want to play that Kindercatch. I'm going to try my best to avoid playing him. Just because of the 3 green, you know. Don't want to get too greedy. So, Silver Inlaid Dagger is so good. Too bad. If I got a Butcher's Cleaver, that would just be it. Pretty interesting how it's easy to go kind of mono-colored. Oh, come on. Really? A Geist of Saint Traft and a Bloodline Keeper? Neither color I'm in? Well, looks like... I mean, I can definitely move into blue Fortunately, I've like kept open this entire game, but the problem is Bloodline Keeper just like ends the game most of the time. I wonder if Geist is better than Bloodline Keeper. He's more valuable, I know that. But Bloodline Keeper wins the game more consistently. And I was kind of considering going black, but I literally only have 3 black cards. I don't have any blue cards. And it seems like the Geist of St. Traft would be worth playing. Because he's... Oh, he's only... Oh, I thought he was a human. Well, I guess it'd be broken if he was a human. Of course there's a Blazing Torch, but I'm not even bothering. I'm just looking over here right now. Right at this guy. I think I have to take the Geist. I think he's just too good. Hello. Take that. I don't even care what's in the rest of the pack. So I got my bomb, like, will kill you no matter what card. Okay. I'm liking where this pack's going. So maybe I don't splash black. And instead I splash blue. Oh, jeez. That is a good one right there. This card is like... Man, I've heard a lot of talk this week about this card and how much people hate it. Because, like, what do? Somebody plays this card against you. What do you do in Limited? Nothing. You lose. So, looks like I'm going Bant. Man, even double travel prep? Like, oh gosh, I need an amulet pretty bad right now. Come on, amulet. Or give me some more good blue cards and I can get out of. So... Maybe I shouldn't have said that, because then you get cards like Mirror Mad Phantasm. Okay, so obviously this is a 5/1 for 5 mana, that's fine. This is nothing more. This, just like when you play this card, if you ever pick this card up, don't do this, because you will lose the game. You're definitely leaving something up to chance, and it's just not a good idea. Okay, so... nothing sticks out at me. I've heard good things about Make-A-Wish. Never really tried it myself. How are we doing on creatures? We got 12 creatures. Probably should pick up some more dudes. So I'll go ahead and get another flyer here. Mystics. Turns into the Regenerator 5/5, yep. Yes, I do like this card. Come on, Amulet. Come on, Amulet. Even if I don't get the Amulet, it's still worth just playing those 2 blue cards. I mean, Geist is just completely worth playing. Like, I guess 3 islands or something like that. Because consistently getting him on turn 3 would be nice. So it's like, turn 3, Geist of St. Traft, turn 4, Fiend Hunter, their creature. Like, what are you gonna do? Here's the Harbrook. Hauberk. But like I said, like it's good with the Mausoleum card, but then again, I'm pretty light. Well, I guess I'm not light on creatures. I'm doing okay at this point. I don't know. I think the Selfless Cathar getting a 1-drop. I mean, I only have the Inlaid Dagger right now. Okay, this is a little tough because the Geist Catcher's Rig is really good. A 4/5 for 6 mana that you can play any colors, and it kills a flyer. And it kills almost every single flyer. It definitely would kill that stupid Mirror Mad Phantasm. But then again, I do need to fix for blue, and I was begging for this card, so. Well. This deck's gonna be a little hard to build. I can already tell. There's a lot of good stuff that I want to put in here. I did pick up Mulch, I forgot about that. Could try the Makeshift Mauler, maybe? And just kind of push blue a little bit more. And maybe not run the Mystics, and just be heavy. Yeah, maybe that'll work. I'm kind of like, right now, taking like the best cards. Okay, so... this guy is good. He's really good. He's already 6 mana, although I don't have the 6-drop yet. But I would not like a 6-drop. So here's what I'm going to do. So these people, they like, so in Innistrad drafting, people really like to build that Mill to Yourself deck, right? So what do? You get into green. If you get into green, you pick up this card, because this beats them every single time. I've played somebody that does Mill Yourself. You just board in Wreath of Geist and you just win every single time. It's pretty silly. This guy's really good. I really like this card, but you know, at this point, I'm not splashing Unburial Rites. I forgot to hide that card. So I'm going to take the Ghost Quarter just in case there's any kind of crazy lands running around. We saw the Blood Hall or whatever, but that's not going to be that great. So probably not going to play Ghost Quarter main, but it'll be an okay sideboard card just in case somebody gets Kessig Wolfrun, which is a really good card. 17 creatures, I can take a Make-A-Wish over a Woodland Sleuth, which literally does nothing every single time you play it. This card is... I really wanted this card to be good, you know? It just seems like it should be, but it just costs too much mana, so we'll just take the Plains. Because neither of those cards were playable, so... And Plains is playable in my deck. Somebody did the same thing. Spider Grasp? Why would you not take a Spider Grasp? Over a land? You took a land over Spider Grasp. Come on. Cards like hateable, like over a land. Like he could have taken that, and then I wouldn't have had that card in my deck, and now I do have that card in my deck. Hope I get to play him, and then he's like, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that." That would be embarrassing for him. Sheesh. This deck is... It's like the colors are a mess, but the power level of all the cards, I think, is just far superior than any of the kind of crazy architects. Maybe the Spider Spawning deck could probably wreck my face, but we'll give this a try, see what happens. Alright, so that's not main. That is... you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and pause it so you don't have to sit through me going through all these cards. So I'll be back. Okay, so this deck was pretty easy to build. I kind of thought it was going to take me a lot longer than it did, but if you look up here, you can see that it only took me a few minutes. The thing about it, so a couple things to know is I elected not to do the Kindercatch and the Mystics. Despite this Mystics, it's like a really good card, just amazing. So one of the things I chose was not to do that just because of the double green. However, one thing I did do was put the Lumber Knot in, so I might regret that, and I'm really considering taking it out right now. I went for the 17 lands, which puts me at 23 total cards, which is, you know, it's on the high end of cards to land ratio, but I feel like this curves out pretty high at 4, or curves out pretty low at 4. So I mean, what's the point in running a lot of land? I did 4 forests, 4 islands. Moto suggested 11, 2, 3, 11 plains, 2 islands, and 3 forests. But I just did a cross here, a little mix up, just see what happens. Did go ahead and do mulch just because lands are going to be so important, and same with the amulet. Really kind of wish I got the Evanson's Pilgrim, but it's kind of hard to tell that you're going to open a Geist of St. Draft, you know. And hopefully we don't have to play against the Bloodline Keeper guy for round 1, and get knocked out in round 1. So Galvanic Juggernaut, Selfless Cathar, Lumber Knot, Selfless Cathar, kind of cool stuff right there. I don't know if the Harbrook would have been good or not, but you know, I think that this is pretty satisfactory. The Juggernaut usually, like, every time I play against him, it seems like he attacks, they block, and then he untaps, right? Because he's a 5/5, so it's just really good. And then Spider Grasp and Juggernaut's gonna be good. So hopefully, you know, this is all gonna come down to land and getting land screwed. I'm looking at maybe cutting the Chapel Geist right now, popping in another land. I don't know. Maybe I should just stick with this. I think this seems pretty good, pretty fun. And the one thing that you're gonna probably hear me complain about later is, of course, my mana base. So I guess we'll take a look, and we'll be back for round 1 here in a second.